So there I was, hunched, armed, dressed like a pansy. I had an assignment handed over the desk to take out some thug named the Sentinel, and I could feel the perp was close by. But doing this blood work doesn't mean someone out there won't be assigned to deal with you too. And if I can feel a perp is near, I can always feel when a pursuer is tailing my end just a little too close. Fucking bah! Rookies, new to the game, keen to rustle feathers and turn everything into 6 and 7s. Insanity breeds contempt from those of us who have circled the block a few times, or hit level 50 prestige, whichever comes first. It's always an uphill battle in this Higglada. More so when you get another pursuer on your tail looking to send you to Mother Mary and count your rosaries. Stepping up the stone, I immediately knew the Sentinel was close. Call it lawman's intuition, a feeling in my gut. I just call it a HUD indicator, which pretty much tells me where people are, and he was flickering up like the night before Christmas. Intimidation and illusion, the desperate action of a man who knows his ticket is going to be pulled out of the giant raffle box of life. As if life is saying, here's your winning ticket, mate. You're fucked. Time to get shanked. And we're happy to oblige. Oh god! Who the fuck are they? Yeah. Perp dead. No witnesses. Hilarious to watch. High-grade work pays its own reward when you hold back on bang and use only the powder. As far as chasers go, I've got one in my peepers. Cloaked weasel, running around like a headless chook. He's too exposed if he makes a play at me in the crowd, but unfortunately for me it seems this bald rapscallion companion of his is not. Making a play on me like a fish makes a play on a shark before he gets eaten by his angry fish wife. But risk can't be avoided here, and for that I've got a smoke bomb in hand ready to keep them from feeding me Noir and ending up 6 feet under. A fucking gift from me to you, mate! Oh! I'm so good at being an assassin that I'm just gonna walk right past you and hope for the best. Hey! Haha! Eat shit, you stupid! A triple combo. Triumvirate death it's called on the wrong side of the tracks. 3 perps down and sneaking out into public sight but nowhere to be seen. Plus it helps if you're with a group of hot dames if you're in need of a hetero boost. But where there's one filthy sentinel there's always another, and I can see him by the far hay bale cracking wise to the upper class types in their squeeze. But his number came at the hand of another, the cloaked imbecile probably looking to vent some anger after failing to deal with me. But that's the last thing on my thinker, as I can see of one former official gone murderous renegade striding my way, as if he's walking into a hurricane that punches people in the face. That's smart, but my tail is still hot. The bald one losing his patience trying to take me down, scudding my way like a cat getting catapulted off a hot tin roof. Lucky for me, the cloaked perp is still in a flurry of rage, but it's not my time to get involved. The iron on these loose sentinels is running hot, and I've got to play it wise and bide my time as a local to safely make my move. I pass the time by blending into this crowd like a flea bag blends in at a popular speakeasy. The Sentinel's good at keeping his profile low, unlike the renegade official and his bald bodyguard, the pair circling me like hawks keen to swoop down and take a poor little Dame Sally doll. Just as I thought my senses were diminishing, the perp wanders past with the crowd, leaving me chance for my blade to offer its salutations. Decoy, I've been played! Turns out I was hallucinating, the stress of waiting to get the perfect kill playing mind tricks with my mind inside my head. Kind of like the tear gas in Batman Begins, but without the Batman or the Begins. I hopped over the stone to catch some air fast and blend in with the blue dame in the vizier to recollect. Seeing the renegade clocking his companion led me to believe they're in dispute over who gets to do away with me. Either that or they were bickering over which KFC family dinner to get on the way home. No matter the cause, I thought it was best to split and take 5 in the hay bale. Irony struck the renegade. Word hit the chief he'd gone forsooth. No honour in his duty and went off the rails to kill innocents. They wanted me to send him graciously home to mama, but I couldn't find a big enough mailbox or enough ether to render him unconscious, so sticking him seemed the much simpler option. Had to tread carefully now. The dope may have gone rogue, but the people around here might have think I've just murdered an official. So blending in this crowd is a no-brainer. But things are never what they seem in this Higglada, and it looks like the man I dealt with could have been a decoy, and this here official is the real renegade. Aware I'm trying to get things done by 4 so I can hit the links. I waited for the crook to pass behind the fountain so I could play Skippy and slink in with the yuppies. But the sentinels were still after me, and smarts are the best defense. The rest just kind of seemed to play itself out. Oh wait, what the hell is... Ugh! I used the confusion and the chaos to sock Johnny in the beak. Ugh! I used his death to slink out of the area, playing it cool like a cucumber saying he plays it cool like himself. I waited to see where the minister was headed. He killed that sentinel for a reason, and I was curious to find out what for. But impertinence and recklessness caught his eye, so I had to play it cucumber, moving to blend in with the crowd and waiting for him to come to me so I could send him home to mama in a casket. A ring-a-ding-ding, say what you doing following a man like MIGHT? Funny thing was I'd done a mercy kill, saving the nearby sentinel from a surefire demise. I couldn't give myself away to him, so things would have to wait. Some hours passed by when I was told which chump had to bite the Noir, and I could see his sorry rump at the far side of the veranda. And if there's anything I know about a chump, it's that the first thing you spot is a chump's rump, and that their rump will be anything but the chump's downfall into being a rump chump. Alliteration is kind of the moral of this speech. I didn't want to attract any lookers, so the hay bale played hotel as he dealt with his pursuers looking to get their pay for tracking him down. At which point I took the window of chance to take him out and play it subtle. Dead! Another perp down, so I took the time to breathe and head back to my desk for the next task. Coming back from getting my hat pressed, I caught sight of the bodyguard strolling through the courtyard, so I decided to bypass through the hay bale and meet him face to face to rid him from my pursuit. Plus, he was kind of pissing me off. The taste of victory was short as I saw yet another sentinel playing Mickey and throwing a dope off a roof because it was funny. I would laugh, but I'm not sure people narrating Noir videos are allowed to. But the whispers in the air grew sour. I felt the nearby official had gotten wind that I'd killed the renegade, unbeknownst to him as he was operating under the thought I'd killed a man of the law. But my case was more important, so I had to keep him out of the way whilst I set out for my target. Another bodyguard came to my attention, the dope looking out for me like the man looking for any icebergs on a Titanic. An appropriate analogy, he had no idea I was coming and I felt like breaking the ice. The minister, however, was a bit different. He seemed more judgmental than most of the religious people around here. "Hey, you can't hit that man, it's not..." But my disrespect for authority had left me open, and the sentinel closed in and... And like that, I'd failed. They say that heroes always have the sweet victory and then pass off, but luckily I had a $10 bill on me to go to the nearby Stitch and Save who could patch me up. But that'll have to wait till next time, when I'm more able and focused. It's a dark, deranged world out there in this town, and as long as I'm around, it'll never hold me. But until that happens, I'll be in the batting cages, hoping you cats like this story, and we'll be here to watch more of this seedy multiplayer gaming world, and all the dames, dopes, perps, derps, and seedy manipulators that all come in between.